Hello, everyone, and welcome to Backrunners episode 583. We are joined by a gaggle of jolly people. Those words go together. Hi, Keith.
Hey, I'm highly ranked in Jerkmate.
Oh, are you in the competitive tier or?
Oh yeah, platinum.
Oh,
Platinum.
cool. Yeah,
We should run duos later.
yeah. I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be a fun team building exercise kind of deal.
Definitely building something.
Yeah. Hopefully we can release anything. CK's here too. Hi, CK.
Hi, I'm highly ranked in nothing.
You know what you're highly ranked in?
Are you going to say your heart?
Yeah.
You took that away from him. God damn.
It's like you knew.
Yeah.
But hi, CK.
Hi.
And then we have the always lovely. We have Tabby.
Howdy.
Howdy. Hey, little Tabby. And also, Derek, thank you for the third. Appreciate it. Derek, it's a good day. No one took your third from you. Derek likes third. We have a ban command that doesn't actually ban Smile.
But I don't like those. Those really freak me out because somebody used one of those on me before, and I genuinely thought I'd really upset the streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the funny part is, I did not make that command. I just never have taken it away from anyone. Few mods have access to making commands and stuff. And for the most part, I have not deleted any of those. There was one or two that didn't age super well that I got rid of. But you know what I'm saying.
Good thinking.
Thinking. Yeah, it is kind of wild when we have a collection of brain cells in the same room, and they are all only in Tabby's head, and none of us have the other ones.
Thank you, Tabby.
Tabby has brain cells. Can confirm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, does this mean Tabby does our thinking for us?
I mean, okay, I'll tell you this.
What do I want for dinner, Tabby?
Oh, that's a good question.
What should I eat today?
The Cheesecake Factory.
Oh,
the whole cheesecake
But
factory.
not
the building.
food from the factory. The building, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Which part are you going to start with, Keith?
Oh, we get those decorative lamps that they hang up.
Those do look really
very good.
Yeah, no, those are anything if I knew, this is a weird way to take this conversation. If I knew I was going to die, I would try glass probably. Just a nice, pretty piece of glass. Maybe stained glass. You know?
I thought you meant methamphetamine or something.
Oh, no.
Eating
No, real glass. No, I meant glass. Not, this wasn't code for anything.
Okay, alright, actual glass.
Yeah,
a
nice piece of stained glass.
Might be yummy.
I've accidentally bitten glass.
What was it?
Because I don't know if you've ever done it when you're a kid, when you drink a glass, but you basically bite the edge of the glass, pick it up with your mouth and then drink that way. So I once tried to do that with a wine glass, and the glass just snapped, and I just had glass in my mouth.
Oh god!
Luckily, I didn't cut myself. But
I'm glad you're fine. There are a few ways that doesn't go great.
Almost earned the Darwin Award. Oh my goodness!
Almost. I mean, it was one of the most I think it's probably top 5 in most confused my mum's ever been at me. just looking at me with glass in my mouth, being like, "Why the fuck did you just do that?"
And when you do something silly and you don't know why you did it, say it's because everyone now, Tabby has the brain cell.
I thought we were gonna blame Jesus.
Oh, okay, sorry. And remember, it's because I don't know how to word this one.
Wait, Jesus has a brain cell?
Yeah, Jesus has a brain. Yeah, Jesus has a brain cell.
Yeah, well, Bro died like when he was 30, so he wasn't using it that well. What the hell?
It's true.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but he was supposed to die. He did
This
it
wasn't
on purpose.
So it wasn't. So Keith, this feels like you're saying that speedrunners don't know how to play video games.
You're right. That's. I retract.
They're not
that.
even watching the cutscenes.
So I made this argument to my philosophy teacher, because they were when we were approaching like the whole, if God exists, why does bad things happen to good people? And I was like, well, because surely God wants the good people to die quicker so that they can get to heaven sooner.
It's like,
and apparently that's a weird way to think about things.
Martin Luther, I need you to calm down a little bit.
Dude, Mark's that what is good. All right, we get 2 years. Yeah, so remember, I can't do that one. There's just a few bits that keep coming up in my head. I'm like, I don't think I can full commit to that one. I want to. Trust me,
coward.
I want to.
You
I am a
coward.
coward. You're right.
Would it make you feel better if I committed to something horrible first? Then would you?
Yeah, probably. I probably would.
In which case, if I had to start eating the Cheesecake Factory, I'd start with the women's toilets.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fair.
Mom, pick me up.
Is it bad that like absolutely cleared my brain of what I was about to say? Okay, well,
like we were Black mind wap.
Yeah, we were saying what were we doing? They were saying
you were going to commit to something awful.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what it was though. I gotta replay the conversation in my brain and see if it comes up again. We were talking about
rewind time.
You were eating glass.
Eating glass. You were eating glass. No, it was somewhere in the God conversation.
What is going on?
Trying to.
Tony's broke. We broke.
Yeah, Tony. I got broke at some point along the way.
Factory reset him.
You could try. Yeah.
Can we cheese factory reset them? Factory.
Somebody needs to unplug Tony, leave it for 10 seconds, and plug it back in again.
Yeah, if you just could real fast, I'd appreciate it. Just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit of an unplug.
In my life.
I don't know the words to the song, so I'm gonna.
It's just a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Monica in my life.
Is it just the same line over and over again?
Careful, we're gonna get a copyright strike. Careful.
It's too good.
Sorry.
It sounded too good.
Yeah. This is my secret mission: is to demonetize this podcast by making obscure '90s pop references.
I think it's genius personally.
Thank you.
No, I'm for it. Go for it.
Right.
Here's what I would like to say next.
Oh no.
Tony, have you seen the person who's just ended up in chat?
Is that Cam? Yo, it's not so little Tony. Hey, not so little Tony. How you been? Hey, Cam. Hey, regular size, fully functioning Cam. I've been not too bad, I've been doing these regular size tasks, and they're really heavy. How have you been doing all these tasks all this time? That's what I want to know. It's fine. Man, I really wish I remembered what the screwed up thing I wanted to say was, but I just can't remember. I really try. I'll get another one coming around.
I think at about 3 a.m. you'll wake up in the middle of the night in cold sweats and go, "That was a horrible thing I had to say."
That's how it works.
Let's message everyone like it was that.
Please do, because by 3 a.m. for you, it'll be 8 o'clock and I'll be up.
It'd be like, I'll circle back at that point.
I'll be having breakfast. I'll laugh really inappropriately, and then Katie and Lyra will be like, "What are you laughing at?" And then I'll have to tell them.
Yeah. and I don't. Especially Lyra, can't hear that.
I'll find a kid-friendly way of doing it. Oh my god!
Okay.
Sorry, wait. Do you want to hear Lyra's joke?
Yes.
Sure.
So she's finally she's at the age where she sort of understands what jokes are. So she's made her own joke, and she'll tell us this. Basically, it's always, why did the insert thing here bring the pee pee or the poo poo to the party? And then the punchline will usually be because it's smeared on their phone. But
God.
And then she'll just change the beginning bit, and the punchline might change very slightly, but she'll tell the joke about 6 times. It's amazing. Because in her mind, it's different jokes if she just changes one or two words. And it's great.
That sounds pretty funny. Especially for someone who laughs at the same thing over and over again. I get a good guy on it.
I mean, she's been doing it for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks now, and it hasn't got old yet.
I don't think it will get old, because it sounds like one of those jokes where there's a reoccurring punchline, and it's just going to keep coming up in conversation, and you're always going to be listening to jokes that she tells and always wondering, is this another one of these jokes or is this a normal joke?
No, we'll always be on this.
Sippy. Oh, Stowe, thank you for the 7 first of all, and thank you for the hydrate. But Cam said, "Ayo, once you get used to it, they become normal, but they do get exhausted sometimes. Make sure you don't push yourself too hard, you hear me? Take care, not so little Tony. I'll do my best." You know what I'm saying? What kind of jokes are you talking about, Snow? Just to let you know. We were talking about Lyra jokes.
Snow. No. What was the one she told me today? Why did the elephant bring the pee-pee to the party? Because it went on its phone.
Why is it always that?
That's like a oh my god. That's beautiful.
I just love that it's just why did Blake do this? It's okay, let's think about it.
No, but it's always why did blank bring usually pee-pee or poo-poo, but always something to the party.
You gotta tell him to stop watching Norm Macdonald. Oh my god.
Disinherits the personality of Norm Macdonald. That'd be crazy.
Welcome back, Norm Macdonald. Insane.
Norm Macdonald was the funniest unfunny man you've ever heard in your entire life.
Who were they?
Norm Macdonald was a comedian. He had just a very slow and dry way of delivering jokes, and he would purposely tell jokes that were so long, and I don't think he maybe had a joke like this, but he would tell a 15-minute joke to get to be and it's because the chicken crossed the road. Why did the chicken cross the road?
So
he would come with he would come up with some elaborate way and let the conversation go. There's this famous moth joke that he did where it's why did the moth come into the therapy office or something, and the moth it turns into the moth oh no, it was why did the moth go to the dentist, I think it was, and the moth starts to talk about its life to the dentist and stuff, and it's a very long joke where they just keep going deeper and deeper into about the moth, and eventually the dentist is it sounds like you need a therapist, why did you come here? And the moth goes, oh, the light was on. Because he's a moth.
I hate that so much.
I won't take up your entire podcast with it, but at some point you need to remind me to tell you the purple lemon joke.
Purple lemon joke. I kind of want to. Why don't we just do it now?
Yeah, just do it now.
Yeah, I'll forget about the purple lemon, but I know about the purple lemon now.
I mean, I can do. Okay. So there's this boy, and he's at school, and a bully comes up to him and goes, "Oh, you're such a purple lemon," and he gets really upset. So he goes, he goes to his teacher, and he's like, "Smith, I've just been called a purple lemon. What does it mean? What do I do?" And she's like, "What? No way! You've been called a purple. This is above my pay grade. You need to go to the head teacher now." So the boy gets rushed to the head teacher's office. And he's like, "Oh, hi, excuse me, sir. I've just been called a purple lemon." And his head teacher looks shocked. He's like, drops his coffee. He's like, "What? This is what? You need to get down to the police station now." And they rush this boy down to the police station, and he's looking really confused. So he doesn't know what's going on. And he's just like, "Excuse me, sir, I've just been called a purple lemon. What does it mean? What do I do?" And they were like, "Oh my God, you've been called a purple lemon. Why did they bring you here? Get this boy to the army now." And he's rushed down to the army base, and he's wandering around the barracks looking a bit cute. And he's, "Excuse me, sir, I've just been called a purple lemon. I don't know what it means or what I should do. What's going on?" And they're like, "What? A purple lemon? This is ridiculous. Why have they brought you to the army? You need to get down to the Air Force." And so he's bundled into the back of an armored car. They run him down to the air base, and take him to the general. And he's like, "Excuse me, I've been brought here because I've been called a purple lemon, and I don't know what it means or what I need to do about it." And they're like, "What? A purple lemon? And they thought you needed to see the Air Force? This is ridiculous. Get this boy to the Navy." So they put him on a plane, fly him over to like an aircraft carrier, and he's just like, "Oh man, I don't know what. Excuse me, I've just been called a purple lemon. What does it mean? What do I do?" And they're like, "A purple lemon? This is beyond our capabilities. Get this boy to the Prime Minister." And they're like, "Okay." So they rush him over to Downing Street, and they're like, and then sort of, and they like get him through the door and all the security checks, and he gets to see the Prime Minister, and he's like, "Excuse me, I got called a purple lemon. What shall I do?" And he's like, the Prime Minister looks at him and goes, "No, I don't have time for this. Just go home." And so he leaves the Prime Minister's, and on the way home he gets hit by a car. And what's the moral of this story? Always look both ways.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
But basically, I mean, that's quite an abridged version. But you can make
a longer version than that.
But because you can just keep adding people for him.
You can just keep going, yeah.
Yeah. It was basically so someone I knew at college came up with this joke, and I think the longest version he did was about 20 minutes.
He should be shot.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Hi, Sonny.
he actually did it when their band played like an actual gig, like at a proper real venue. They genuinely stopped for 10 minutes so he could tell that joke.
I demand my money back. That's crazy.
A purple lemon. Oh no.
My God.
That's such a that's like a Norm Macdonald joke, by the way. Like that is like the
it really is.
And same really energy. Is. Like
yeah, I like jokes like that. I've got a few.
Plompy. Plompy lovers. What's a plompy lover? Plumpy. Plompy.
I don't know.
Dumbass, it's obviously French. It's plompe.
Plompe. Oh yeah, so plompe. Sacre bleu. Hey, you got a plompe?
How is your French, CK? Being,
not good. I've never studied French.
Gotcha. Understandable.
Do
you speak other things other than English?
Not really, no.
Understandable.
Bad at English.
English is hard.
Yeah. I did German at school. But I don't really remember very much of it.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask where the toilet is, and I feel like that's the important thing.
Yeah, it's up there.
That's like the equivalent of like everyone knowing to ask where the library is in
The
Spanish.
biblioteca, yeah.
Yeah.
Donde está la biblioteca? You know.
That's crazy.
And obviously, actually, the most important thing I know in German is "Sprechen Sie English," which is "Do you speak English?" If they reply with "Yes," then I'm okay.
Sweet. Does one love plompies? I mean plompes. You know, I
wait. Sorry, did you just say plump ass?
I think I did actually. I think I did. Does one love? You know, it's not as easy as the yes or no answer to that question, Sonny. You know, you really have to.
I'm scared.
Get to the definition of.
The first one takes me back to 1974.
This takes me back to this one time when I was in school, right? And I called this kid a purple lemon, right?
I'm gonna.
That'd be so interesting to hear it from the other kid's perspective.
Here's what I heard. Okay, what happened to him after that?
I'm calling Interpol.
You know, yeah, you're asking multiple questions in that one question. Sometimes. Does one occasionally? Does one love? You know, that's very deep, and it is cool you ask. I like to think so. I think one can love. And then you're asking, does one love plumpies? Plompies. Plommies. And I ask myself, and I ask you this same question to you, because I know, and like I know everyone here knows, but to you, what is, like, in your heart, what does a plompy or a plumpies mean to you? I think is, once you answer that, I think I can get, like, on the right wavelength of, you know, bearing my soul about my opinion on this exact topic.
Understandable. Have a great day.
Round invited whimsical creature. You know, first of all, your statement says a few things, right?
That's what my girl calls me. What the hell? What the fuck?
Yeah, how did you know?
That's my stage name.
How did you know our fucking post-punk band name? What the hell?
So, what I'll say is, right, anything round is also colloquially understood to be called friend shape, you know? Because it's the shape of a friend. Like, you see, like, a friend that's... Like, if you know Pokemon at all, there's a Pokemon called Spheal. That's friend shape. He's just round. Ball-shaped, friend-shaped.
What about ferret shaped?
I think there are. I think they're slinkies, but they're also very much friend shaped. Yeah.
Tony, it's not something I ever considered until you literally just said it. But although round is friend shaped, as you so rightly stated, and round and ball are synonymous, if you say ball shaped is friend shaped, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, you can't. They're it's a very specific order these words have to go in. I have used Spheal Steamroll to win stream avatars battle times many times in the third night stream. First of all, that's wonderful. You are a stream avatars champion. I've honestly heard about your accolades in this field, and it is really nice to know that someone of your aptitude and level of success is willing to hang out with us and tell me about Pompey, who, you know, if is a round inviting whimsical creature, this might be controversial, but I would say I would die for them.
That's crazy.
Whimsical creatures or some of my favorite creatures. Skill-based gameplay for real. Yeah. Thank you. I like being flattered and such.
Big if true. Big if true.
I need to look up what a plumpy is. Is this a real thing, or am I just being... Is it a plumpy fox? Is it a fox?
It depends on how much you love it.
If it's this fox, I love them. Their ears are like crazy.
Wow.
Hold up.
Wait, I googled it and I got plumpy raccoon.
This is who I'm talking about here. This guy.
A bat-eared fox.
Good old plumpy fox.
Bet it's well good at hearing.
I bet they hear well. Yeah. That's the plumpy. This is the first time I've ever heard of plumpy, but I am very
I'm pro plumpy.
Yeah, you know, it may be controversial.
God, their ears can like detect earthquakes like across the fucking hemisphere. Oh my god.
Look at those ears. I wonder what it's like to be able to hear like that.
I've heard enough.
You think so? Like you don't want to hear, you don't want to unlock like extra level of like of hearing.
The walls in my apartment are already very thin. I think I hear enough.
you're like, I've actually been begging for someone to take my hearing from me.
Do you have inappropriate neighbors?
I'm happy for them. Let's just say that.
Sure.
You know. You know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. If you know, you know. Tony, have you seen the peep sass video on TikTok? Have you seen that meme?
I don't know if I have. What is it?
It's super popular in Hispanic TikTok right now, where it's just like where there's a pizza and like everyone around them is like, "Que llegaron los pizzas," and they pronounce pizzas really weirdly, like very like almost like Herbert from Family Guy. It's very cute, very endearing. I should send you a video of it.
Please do. I think I would enjoy it.
But it's all over Hispanic TikTok. It's crazy.
It's always interesting to hear what TikToks people are on. Pizzas. Maybe Sonny knows what you're talking about. Pizzas. Oh, it sounds like I'm saying pizza ass.
Que llegan los pizzas?
You've been touching pizza ass?
You know, I didn't think I was, but now I'm starting to think I must be.
How is it?
I guess, like, I would say firm.
Oh, I was really hoping you'd say plumpy, but here we go.
Oh. Plumpy.
No,
Is it too late? Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have waited too long for that one.
It's fine. It's fine. But to be fair, what on Pete on having a firm ass? He obviously works out.
That's true. That's true.
I sent you the Telegram of the Instagram link. It's
I
beautiful.
There's layers to this shit, okay? Let's see.
I wish I had a firm ass. I suffer from the rare and upsetting condition of no ass at all.
Why do they all say it like that?
I don't know. It's a reference to a much earlier meme of the Spaniard in a store saying "pizzas" very.
I missed the CK podcast. Gianna, I don't know how to tell you this.
I know it brings a smile to my face.
Hi, Jana. You haven't missed it. You're here.
Yeah, you're in chat. You're right there. It's very windy out right now. I have my window open. I don't plan on closing it. It was actually really like beautiful out before.
Yeah. Is that because you were there?
Oh my. That's toxic. Hi, wonderful CK, and hi, friendos. So like Keith and Tabby don't get a hi, wonderful Keith and hi, wonderful Tabby, but I just think that's kind of toxic for you, Gianna. And are you thinking?
Are you saying that I'm not wonderful?
No, you're wonderful, but I think it's important to recognize the wonderfulness of everyone around us. You know?
Yeah, I need an equal attention cake. Come on, what the fuck? Thank you, Gianna.
Yeah, see, no, Gianna did it. Yeah, see, there we go. All I had to do was guilt her to do it. Yeah, she did.
That's crazy.
See, everything works out the way
I'm so glad you manipulate your girlfriend for me.
I was gonna say, it's
like, wow, honestly, anything for you, boyfriend. Yeah, I would do anything for Keith. I just need you to know. So.
It's like that song. I would do anything for Keith.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would do anything for Keith. Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
The crazy part is I have done anything for Keith before.
There's a lot of
it's put me in. It's put me. It's put me in some weird spots. Let me tell you.
Listen, you just make out once. It's fine.
It's put me in some rocky road situations. That's a
rocky road. What the?
Everyone likes Keith. It's true.
I've only just met Keith, and I like him.
Oh, I like you too, CK.
Thanks. Buddies.
Buddies. We're having soft tacos later.
You know what's really funny? I had soft tacos for dinner.
Oh, that's crazy.
We're having soft tacos. No, like homemade.
Oh, pretty sick.
Yeah.
White people tacos. White people tacos.
Yeah, it was pretty white. It's a very white version of tacos.
I love white people tacos. I don't even care.
What is that? Like tuna salad and mayo?
I mean,
lechuga, por favor.
I mean, like, probably not too far off,
remember
right?
that? Kamala Harris, Tim Waltz?
No, I don't know. What?
I actually don't.
I don't even know what they were doing. They were just like talking about tacos one time, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I've only ever had white people tacos." He's like, "What is that? Is it like tuna salad and mayo? What are we talking about?"
That is so funny. That is so funny.
You need new hot sauce for tacos? Ooh.
I don't have any hot sauce at the moment either.
I like hot sauce.
I love fucking Pie and I talk about it all the time. We love hot sauce. It's amazing.
Yes. Yep.
Hot sauce is great.
Derek and Caitlin are definitely like the aficionados on it. I only take recommendations from them. So I don't quite know the level that they do.
I was unaware with Pie's game, so I didn't know
very strong game. But like, if you want to like talk about like someone with a crazy spice tolerance, Derek's your guy. Like Derek has like the craziest spice tolerance.
Oh hell yeah!
Mine thing, it depends on what type of spice. Like I can have a really spicy curry. Like, but I'm less good at like Mexican spice.
So is it the type of, would you say it's like the type of thing where I don't know, because like some spice tastes like spice that was made to hurt you rather than spice that was like created because it tastes really good being spicy like that. Is it like that kind of thing, or
no? I guess listen, I thought you're wrong. Like
you're just wrong, Tony. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, but like I guess because it depends on like what type of flavors and stuff it is. Because the more you have it, like the spice you say is designed to hurt you. If you ate only food that was spicy, you'd get used to it.
Derek ate last stab wings for dinner. Like that kind of spice. That's designed to hurt you.
I don't know what last stab is, but I do like spicy hot wings.
Have you ever heard of oh god, I'm spacing.
Hot Ones.
Hot Ones. Yeah, thank you, Tabby.
I have heard of it, but I've never watched it.
That's their spiciest sauce.
Right. That's probably pretty spicy.
Do you guys know that like the fire and ice like lotions that you can buy that are usually often in for sex, but like they're really just menthol and capsaicin. That's literally all they are. That's crazy.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Capsaicin's a very insidious molecule. It inserts itself into your membrane of certain cells, and that activates the TRPV1 receptors, and that produces the pain response. So it's like there's nothing that you can do once you start feeling it that really is going to alleviate anything. It's just you gotta let it do its thing. Let those TRPV1 receptors be recycled.
Pain.
Pain.
I don't know why. Like, there's a 3 Days Grace song called "Pain" that my brain, as soon as I said it, started playing that song.
You definitely said it like you were gonna sing the song.
Pain without love. Pain. Can't get enough. Pain. Like it rough, but I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all.
That was pretty good.
That was
like
good
slam
rough.
poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I started snapping. Like, my god.
You know, I learned recently that some people don't know how to snap.
Well, it's if you put down two cards the same. Snap.
I feel like I played that game recently.
To roll my R
For the first time.
Do it.
Yeah,
So
see
sad.
that's another thing to me that's wild. I'm like, wow. Like I can just do that.
Like I've looked at diagrams, I've went into the paint in terms of how to fucking do it, but I just can't.
Yeah, Gianna also can't roll her R's, so like sometimes it would be like I'll just be like, well, you just do this. You just do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, every word after a pause in Spanish that begins with R is often trilled
Yes.
or rolled, so it's like impossible. It's really, it's awful.
It's gotta
Which
roll yours. Roll.
finger do you guys use to snap? Like
Middle
obviously
finger.
you use your thumb.
Middle?
Use your middle finger.
Middle.
I have only been able to successfully snap with my ring fingers.
That's crazy.
Really?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I
It's
can't.
not
I don't
my
think I could do
choice.
that.
It hurts. I don't want to do it, but it's the only way I know how. I can't. I don't know.
Myself.
It hurts. I don't like it.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It makes like a. It doesn't make as sharp of a sound, so it's kind of like not even worth doing.
My brain's trying to wrap around like, how did you learn that? Will you just like triangle the fingers one day and like?
I guess I don't know.
Huh. My brain is still catching up. Give me a minute.
It's like I don't even know how to describe it. Not good. That is how I would describe it.
Not good. And can you just not do it with the other fingers then? Or can you, and that just makes the best noise?
Like I'm trying with my index finger is nothing. That's piss, dude. But
I can only snap with my middle finger. Like I can't do it with any of the other fingers.
Middle finger is like way less volume compared to my ring finger.
Imagine if someone did it with their pinkies.
I can't do that. I can do it with my ring finger, but it is definitely quieter.
I did one just now, but it wasn't good.
But the juice ain't worth the squeeze, man.
Yeah. Like that felt that can I write that one down?
I did one just now, but it wasn't good. It's just the sum up of my like bedroom life.
And then it hurts after, right? Like it.
Yeah. Wait, what are you talking about?
Either. Any of the above.
Column A, column B, and C.
Mm-hmm.
Call you maybe? Is that what you said?
Huh?
What?
Sure.
I mean, this is crazy.
So here's my number?
I'd love to have Tony's number.
And call me maybe. Yeah, maybe I'm just doing slam poetry today. Is that my thing today? Like, is that the bit?
I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
Just not even doing it on purpose. It's just how like I'm processing today. You ever have a day where you just process only through slam poetry? Is that anyone else have a day like that? Anyone?
On a kind of similar, like, weird musical note, I met someone recently who, you know how, like, some people, like, sort of sing to themselves while they're working? It's just, like, a way to sort of pass the time. But he did that, but with death growls. So he'd just, like, be, like, doing some work and just quietly sitting there going, like...
Jesus.
It was pretty cool. I'm just never seen anyone doing that before.
Yeah, that's unique.
A little bit of a
thought
verbal
that was gonna be like they're just kind of sitting there, like working on like the computer or whatever. And they got like one arm on the desk with the hand holding the head up, and they just go, ooh, ah.
Ooh, wow. You just ooh, over the place.
Ooh, wah,
ooh, wah, ooh, wah. Ooh, wah.
Wait. Isn't that the dog of knowledge? Oh
boy. Oh boy.
I love the dog knowledge, by the way.
I now really want the dog of knowledge and Disturbed to do a collaboration.
You know what's funny? Like I keep seeing like people like mixing the dogs of wisdom into like normal music and just replacing like
that's so good.
it's one of my favorite things I've seen. You look at it, and sometimes when you're on the internet, you're like, this is why they made it. This is why the internet's a thing. I love the internet. Because there are definitely times where you look at something and you're like, why did we make the internet? And that's not one of these times, you know?
I would miss the internet. I would miss it a lot. If it were suddenly gone, I would miss the internet so much.
Yeah. I don't know if I could exist without the internet at this point.
I would just probably buy a boat and just live out there, you know what I mean? Like on the water. Because there's nothing like...
What else? What do you gotta do?
Exactly.
Does anime count as just cartoon? Kyle, that's a great question. And the best segue I could have to get to our question of the week. So
the answer is yes, right?
The question of the week is, if you had to live in a cartoon for a week, what cartoon would you pick?
That's crazy.
If you want to pick an anime, I'm gonna say give me an anime, but also give me like a classic cartoon as well.
I feel like cartoon like implies Western. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I was thinking
it could be like Avatar anime.
Yeah,
or like Dragon Ball anime.
Yep.
Even though it's not technically made in the West. But it has what? Western Impact?
But if you give me an anime, give me 2 answers. That's all I ask.
But
Can
you explain to me why an anime is not a cartoon? Because surely it's a cartoon.
Oh, it is. But here's the thing: animes have much cooler worlds typically than normal cartoons do.
I just don't know if that's true.
A lot of them do.
I disagreed with you, but then I did struggle to think of an example. So.
Yeah, like okay, tell me which true cartoon. I mean, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Kyle said, if cartoon Simpsons, that's a good shout, where a man could afford a house with 2 cars and 3 kids on a single income for no education, and I could stay there. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good shout.
Yeah, that's a real good one.
To be fair, things were cheaper in the 80s when Simpsons started, right?
He's still, like, and he's really bad at his job, too. Like, let's not forget that part.
Yeah, I mean, that's a separate issue, though. Like, he shouldn't have the job. That is true, but as he has it, and, you know, like, a safety it's like in officer in a nuclear power plant is probably paid pretty well, one would imagine.
So there was a whole, like, I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time, but I saw a clip of Homer at work, and like he's not even actually like a real employee, because like there's like a hidden safety panel room that like they decided to start running because Homer is really bad at his job.
Amazing. I wish people would do my job because they can trust me, but I'd still get paid for doing my job. That'd be excellent.
I'm trying to think, does he get paid though? You know, and yeah, Kyle, the show is still running, so he can still like afford their lifestyle. You know, if anime SAO, so I can die playing video game. There you go. That's a good shout.
I'm gonna double down on my boat comment and say Steamboat Willie. I just need to be on a boat.
You just really want to be on a boat.
To be on a boat. Very boat filled this evening.
Yes.
I feel like I would have to go live in my comfort cartoon. I know like a lot of people have comfort shows that they watch like if they're feeling sad, or you know they watch over and over if they're like depressed or ADHD or whatever. Well, like my comfort show would be the cartoon I would have to live in because it's potentially one of the coolest cartoons ever, and that would be Recess.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, what a fun school to play, like to be in. It also would be the only time I'd ever think school was fun.
God, that's an old one. Classic.
Yeah, that's a classic. Wait, which cartoon did you say? My brain turned off for a second.
Oh, Recess.
Recess.
Oh.
I just sorry, that really confused me because you agreed that it was an old one, but then you didn't know what cartoon it was.
Yeah, my brain kind of went like, yeah, that's old.
Wait,
what the hell did I just say?
Understandable.
Because I mean, obviously, I'd like to say I would live in the Weekenders for a week, but I just don't think I'd be cool enough. So. Also, I'm really sad that the Weekenders isn't on Disney Plus.
Damn.
But...
Do you guys remember Mucha Lucha?
Mucha Lucha.
I am aware of it. I never really watched it.
That would be a bad one.
Living in Mucha Lucha would be pretty cool.
It was like a wrestling school, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Camp Lazlo would be pretty sick too.
Camp Lazlo.
Yeah.
You could pizza French fry over the place.
Pizza French fry. Yeah. Wow, that awoken neurons that have been asleep for like 20 years.
Yeah. So there are like a lot of shows that I think would be interesting.
I was going to say, I mean, I'd also quite happily live in Adventure Time.
Adventure Time would be interesting.
Yeah. Tabby, did you answer?
Huh?
Did you answer? What's your cartoon?
I did not.
Oh,
But I was gonna say, didn't Tom Kenny voice the moose on Camp Lazlo?
Did he really?
Did you SpongeBob voice the moose? Oh, that's crazy.
What was his name? Scoutmaster Lupus, right?
Sure.
Lumpus. He was voiced by Tom Kenny. Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, did not expect that.
Algonquin Casper Lupus.
That was his real name.
Algonquin is the name of a northeastern American Indian tribe. Sorry, family of Indians.
And just apparently that's where it is. Whatever. Okay. Wouldn't Adventure Time be horrifying? Yeah, probably.
Why?
Depending on the season.
I mean, it is technically a dystopia, but it's a pretty fun dystopia.
That's so funny, Kyle. that phrase is used, or places used in a lot of places, it appears.
Yep.
But did you have one that you think you were thinking about, Tabby?
I'm trying to think. Old fun cartoons.
I think that's the play, right? To like find something that you're like, all right, you know, I wouldn't die, probably. Like I could just be and exist in a cool world.
Right. I mean, if you want something where you wouldn't die, you could exist. The obvious answer is Digimon, right?
Are you?
Because
You sound like you're like on your like mic weird or something, CK.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why. Is that any better?
Yeah. Wait. Yep. It's perfect again.
Okay. No idea why that was different. No, if you want something like perfect where you can just be perfectly normal and not die, the obvious answer is Digimon. Because if you're not a Digidestined, you're just a normal person.
Oh, that's true. You just get to live a normal life.
Maybe
Just live.
Like Invader Zim.
That would be interesting.
That's like a show that I haven't watched very much of. I don't know why or why not. But I think that might also be more fun because then I would be like, what the hell's going on here? Like I'd be completely out of the loop. I'd be like seeing it for the first time in real time.
That is a cool way to take that. Yeah, because like if you pick something that you don't know a lot about, you could just straight up be like, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm excited about it.
I have a mighty need.
Do you?
Yes.
Yes.
Watch Invader Zim again.
Oh. Invader Zim was a good show.
Ooh, or Chowder. Fuck,
Chowder would be, I think, a fun world to live in. Would you be aware of, like, the animation style in that? Like, where you would see would you notice the patterns, like, moving on everything? Like that? Because if you get to, like, notice that, that's pretty cool.
I don't know. Would you also just be, like, a human?
I think, like, if you're in whatever world you're in, you fit in enough.
You conform.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. If you're...
It's like Kingdom Hearts. When you travel to a new world, you change so you look the same.
Oh, you get the fucking Keyblade of that zone and you turn into, like, a fucking, like a lion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keyblades.
Tony, when are you gonna stream that? I'm
Hopefully
joking.
soon.
You don't have to answer that. I just
No.
thought it would be funny, but I understand the pressures that
Yes,
that implies because I bought you the game.
No, I will be playing it soon. I got into a few other games real hard. Like, I didn't think I was gonna like Monster Hunter, and it's really good. It's a lot of fun.
I have to be entirely honest. I think I bought you and me the whole collection of Kingdom Hearts on like the same day, and I haven't played it
either. I do look forward to playing it because it is a fun game.
Me too.
I have a lot of nostalgia for it because I played part of the first one, but I did like the classic sibling, like watching your sibling play the game.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely didn't really play it myself, but like I know a good amount about it. But I don't know anything about it because no one actually knows about Kingdom Hearts. It's something I've learned.
Good idea.
Yeah. Aqua! Lurk on the most amusing streamer I know, aka Tony. Oh, Aqua, you're too sweet. Thank you for the lurk. I haven't picked a cartoon world for myself yet.
Get on that.
The easiest one in my head to always pick, which, you know, theoretically is an anime, is Pokemon. Would be kind of horrifying to live in that world, but I think I would be very happy. But, like, if I was to go for, like, a normal world, I'm trying to think of, like, what show could you just vibe out in and, like, have a good time? Like, I think a show like this. I have two shouts. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, where you can just actually have imaginary friends. That sounds kind of cool.
But what if you were an imaginary friend?
I'd be happy to be someone's imaginary friend. I think I'd make a pretty good imaginary friend.
This is how we've all learned Tony isn't real. We've all just been talking to the void.
In retrospect, isn't that show like super upsetting though? Because it's all like imaginary friends that people like forgot and grew out of.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But isn't it nice that all the imaginary friends that have been forgotten have somewhere to go?
Yeah, like that's great. And that's obviously like that's I mean maybe the best case scenario given the situation. But that never really clicked with me. It was like, oh, those were
they discarded imaginary
they didn't
friends.
like yeah, they weren't just like, oh, we're a bunch of imaginary friends. Let's get together and have like a giant house where we can all house together.
Stream a house with imaginary friends.
It wasn't like a like la-di-da-di-da kind of show, you know? Like it wasn't like everything's rainbows and butterflies. It's like, no, actually, like everyone here is like, it is pretty sad because like everyone has been abandoned.
Yeah, I need a halfway house of imaginary friends. Yeah, that would also.
The second shout that I had, which you know, I truthfully don't remember as much as like I should to like pick this as an answer, but I remember Chalk Zone being pretty cool, and just being able to like draw your way into like a different world sounds fun.
I didn't know of this cartoon.
I made it. Xerox, hello. Welcome on in. Oh, Fairly Odd Parents would be cool. You know, if I exist in that world, though, I think that I would probably be a fairy, like, godparent. I don't think I'd be a person. I think that's where I get picked in the universe. So is it called MAC because it's an acronym for macaroni and cheese, or is it MAC because it's short for macaroni? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know if I have like an answer right away for that. Mac and cheese.
There's mac and cheese. So, like,
Blue cheese. I don't know why Chalk Zone. So yeah, Chalk Zone was like this show. The main antagonist is the main antagonist. The protagonist's name was Rudy to Booty.
That's a good name.
Yeah, it's a pretty good name, right? Yeah, and he could just like draw like a circle, and like go into like a fun like imaginary world. You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize most shows were just like, hey, you know, it'd be fun escaping from the world we live in.
All right, so there's a cartoon I used to watch when I was little called Mr. Ben. I don't know if you'd have had Mr. Ben in America.
I've never heard of it, but
basically the premise was it was a guy would every day he'd go to a costume shop, like a fancy dress shop. He'd go into the changing room and try on a costume, and then when he came out the changing room, he'd come out into the world of that costume and have like a fun adventure. And then at the end of the adventure, the shopkeeper would appear and like he'd go back into the changing room and change back into his normal clothes. And that was kind of the show. And I used to really like it as a kid. But it's like a really old like 70s cartoon. Like I think my parents might have been slightly too old to watch it when they were kids, but you know, like it's closer to their generation than mine. But I did watch it as a kid.
Interesting.
And then I remember seeing like a thing with the guy who made it, and he was like, yeah, basically, so there's no magic happening. It's the 70s. This guy was just going into a costume shop and taking loads of acid.
I was gonna say, like, what is their excuse for this one?
I was just like, oh, well, that's kind of ruined my childhood. Thanks for that.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, but because I remembered it being a fun cartoon, I tried to show Lyra it when one time, and watching it back now, it is a really shit cartoon. Like none of the characters are voice acted. The whole thing is told by like one narrator, like reading it, and he has the most boring monotone voice ever. Like I was trying to show it to her, and I struggled to get through one episode.
You're like, actually, in hindsight, sweetie, this is kind of shit. We're not watching.
Yeah, I was like, genuinely, I'm not even upset that you have paid no attention to this. Like, I get it.
It's actually kind of easier that you didn't pay attention to this because I don't have to explain why we're not going to watch it anymore.
Yeah. We have told her that Peppa Pig doesn't work on our telly.
Do you guys just not like Peppa Pig, or
no?
Okay.
Peppa Pig is a brat who never gets any
like Caillou.
Bad behavior.
That's Caillou. That's my argument for Caillou. Caillou's a bad kid. We don't like Caillou.
I don't know what Caillou is, but if that is the case, then you shouldn't.
I don't know if everyone shares my opinion on Caillou. I think it's usually like a Chance and I agree on Caillou being a bad kid.
I don't remember anything about it. I just remember he's a bald ass kid.
He is bald. That is a very important
and
characteristic.
He has a cat.
I think he has a cat, yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
I don't remember anything else about that show.
That's a major part of it, I would say. Is Caillou's garbage. See. Okay, so and Kyle said Mac is short for macaroni, obviously. Good, Kyle, it's very important to get your take on this. Derek said, being a very odd parent isn't the worst thing. You're still free to use reality altering power as needed. That is fair. Now for the question, I'd love to hang out in the wild antics of Adventure Time. CK was saying that before, I think. Or yeah. Ben 10. Imagine being a plumber. That would be awesome.
Ben 10 would be cool.
Caillou is garbage. See, yeah, there we go. Also, like, Very Odd Parents is a really good show. I really liked Very Odd Parents. I think, like, certain worlds, it depends on, like, am I just a person in it, or do I get to be, like, part of the cool part? Because, like, Danny Phantom would be an interesting shout. Like, if I could get to do the cool things in Danny Phantom.
Dude, if
But-
I was just 14 when my parents built a very strange machine.
Mm-hmm. You get it. That was a good show. Like Danny Phantom.
I've never seen it.
Did you?
It's crazy.
Did you see? I don't know if it's like a like places thing or it's a like time period thing that you didn't see it.
I don't know if you didn't see it because you're British or old. Which one is it? You old British loser?
Yeah, what the hell?
Because like I know that it just depends, you know. Because certain shows didn't air in like both places.
Yeah.
Did you have Fairly Odd Parents?
Yes. we did
Okay,
have
so then you
that.
probably had Danny Phantom. so it
I've
might be
heard the name Danny Phantom, but I hadn't ever heard it until I was an adult.
okay. So then it was a time period thing.
Maybe. I mean,
Danny
I don't
Phantom
know.
also
I
appeared on
mainly-
CITV in the UK as part of the CITV morning block action stations in 2008. That was too much.
In 2008, I was 8. Yeah, I was gonna say in 2008, I was 18.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair.
My condolences.
probably missed it just because.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't.
I
have
I don't know about you
Because-
guys, but I wasn't watching much TV at 18.
I was gonna say
Nah,
'cause I was at uni.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, like I had like a very like interesting, like trajectory with watching things like that were cartoons and on like Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or like the two big like cartoon like channels here.
Yeah,
If by the time I was like, I want to say 13 or 14, I'd pretty much stopped watching anything like cartoony. I'd moved on because like I was a very big like sports kid, so like I watched a lot of like baseball or like football, even basketball. So like I would watch that like every.
That's
That
a
was like the
diversion.
thing I'd watch like every night. If I had free time, was watching one of those things. So I did miss the wave a little bit. But I've had fun going back and watching certain things. Like I a few years back I went back and watched Connection Lost. Hey, stream still up, friends? Like you guys in chat hear me? Because I don't know if I dropped or everyone dropped. I don't know if I'm still
hey,
okay.
Tony's
So-
back.
I don't. Did stream go down?
no,
No.
stream's still up.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, I still see stream. I don't know why I disconnected from here then.
But the important
God's
thing is
wrath.
that you're back.
Yeah, I am back. Huh. Odd. But hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to Background Noise, episode whatever this is.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I wish I'd looked at the
Yeah.
episode before saying that. Like, that'd be in my defense, I'm side questing hard.
Oh, true. That's fair. You know, sometimes side quests are very important.
Well,
Um,
I'm at the stage where they're like, hey, the next mission is the end boss, so go and do all your side quests.
what are you? Is this a? Are you playing a game or is this a life thing?
I'm playing a game,
A game.
Final Fantasy 16.
Very nice.
I was just looking at picking that up since it was on sale.
Oh, it's really cool. the combat is incredible because the combat is made by like half the team who did the combat is from Platinum Games. They hired a load of Platinum Games people to do it, and the other half is the people who make Kingdom Hearts. So it's basically if Devil May Cry and Kingdom Hearts, which are two of the best combats of the round, got together, then it's Final Fantasy 16.
Xerox said one of my more
You're really selling it.
comfortable
Sounds pretty
comments to
Sounds
make.
pretty good.
The combat is really dope. My only issue with this game is about like 2/3 of the way through, the pacing absolutely fucks itself in the ass, and there is so much of like, hey, something happened. Now you need to go and tell every single person about it, and it's a lot of back and forth talking to each other.
Which game is this, CK?
Final Fantasy 16.
Okay. Is that the most recent Final
Yeah.
Fantasy?
Excluding 7 remakes, yes it is.
Okay. Yeah, so the highest number, I should say, is
yes.
this one.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I say, I would say it's genuinely really good. There is just a patch in the middle where the pacing is really awful. But up until that point, and once you get past that point, the pacing is really good. Like the story is great. It just there's a really claggy bit in the middle, which could have done with being like 5 hours shorter.
Hate to see it.
But yeah, it's a cool game. Like I say, the combat is incredible. Like if you just want to play a game, if you completely ignored everything in the story and just wanted some really awesome fights, then this is a great game to play.
There you go. And you know, I just read something that I have to say out loud because I don't think I can live with this just in my head alone. Xerox said, if K is short form for OK, and Pop is a common term for the older generation of grandfather age, then does that mean K-pop is acceptable replacement for OK Boomer?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so, right?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can go around calling people K-pop. Hey, K-pop. Okay, it's like, K-pop. And you're just laughing to yourself. You just saw Caillou slander in chat? So the issue with what you just said, Gianna, slander is something that, you know, isn't true, right?
Oh boy. Speed run to force!
To be fair, divorce is a lot quicker if you don't get married.
That's true.
A lot less paperwork involved.
You always defend Caillou.
What is it, egg-headed fuck ever done for you?
Minor spelling error. Your argument is null and void.
I bet you were all little shits as kids too. No, I was great. I was a pleasure as a child. My I don't know how much of this is a lie. Lead with that. My parents often, even in modern day, will be like, "You guys were not like little shits like these people, like these kids."
Yeah.
But like I was also like very much like controlled by like, so this is like I was parented by like what I would call is like verbal warfare, right? I was trained basically as a child that so basically when I was a kid, anytime someone would raise their voice to me, I'd shut down immediately and either start crying or just get very quiet. Is that healthy to say or to happen to me? That's not my decision to make.
Yeah, that's for my therapist to decide.
But as soon as, like, if someone would just raise their voice to me slightly, it was over. So, like, I didn't need to be told twice. Like, one time, done. One and done.
So you're a bottom.
If you want to equate my childhood trauma to...
Learned behavior.
I think you know
Only bottoms have trauma.
It's true. It's true, you know. Only, that's how it works, you know?
Scientists said it must be true.
I was what was referred to as a child as a concern.
This one concerns us.
Yeah, my school wrote home to my parents to say that I was a concern.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, and not necessarily because of my behavior, just because when we did like a creative writing piece, like at school, I'd always write something just like really violent and gory. Like, I mean, in actual fact, it probably wasn't that violent and gory, but for like my age at whatever time, but this happened on multiple occasions.
They're like, listen, Mr. and Mrs. CK, this has happened more than once.
Nah, school is the only thing I was even remotely good at growing up, so like I was so afraid to like act out. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I say this, and I was the same exact way. I never got I legitimately did not have a single detention my entire schooling career.
Wow.
Like I was not feel free to like that. I was so afraid to step out of line or like anything. I got way more brave in high school, and it was more of a subject of like didn't get caught. So,
sure.
Any silly antics that I got into, it didn't matter because I wasn't caught.
Yeah, no, I was too into my parasocial relationships with my teachers that were cool. Hey, Mrs. Brown, what's up?
I love this teacher.
My high school teacher who got me into chemistry was like the most like racist like piece of shit ever. Like he was quite the character. He was quite the character.
It's so funny to be not funny. Maybe funny is not the right word. Let's walk that back.
Yeah, racism. It's funny. No way.
Wait.
Yeah, hold up. We're gonna. Jamie, can you delete that?
Jamie, take that out.
Jamie, I'm sorry. Jamie, come hold me.
Jamie, I'm lonely.
Kiss my forehead, Jamie.
Dude, I forget what I was gonna say.
Put on my comfort movie.
The B movie. Exactly what I was looking for.
You like jazz?
What a dork. Gianna called me a dork for not getting detentions before. I regret not bringing my own car to this party. Def a party for my mom and her friends, and I'm gonna cramp their styles. What if you... Did your one friend not, go?
Gianna just ditched them and come hang out with us.
Ubers aren't that expensive.
You'd be like the person who ditched their mom. That doesn't make you bad, right?
I don't think so.
No,
Smile.
Right.
I'm alone. Might Uber home. Oh, they didn't go. Oh, I was under the impression that they would. But they did not. Dude, it's so fun hearing, like, wind. It might sound very weird to be like, man, it's so fun, but just hearing, like, the nice whistle of wind is, like, so relaxing.
I was going to say, you want to listen to me after a spicy dinner?
Oh, different types of wind. Different types of wind.
Don't kill me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good talk.
I like to talk sometimes.
That's good. As you're hosting a chatty show, a chatty podcast.
Yeah, you know, on the show for talking, it's fun to talk sometimes. You know, not all the time, because, like, you know,
I don't.
you know.
I don't speak English.
Yeah, I know. It is kind of pretty cool that you've gotten this far here without speaking English. Keith doesn't speak English, but is just really good at guessing based on of phrases that you've heard before.
Ну вот, ребята, что-то у нас здесь, что-то непокойно.
Yes.
God?
Hello, God? It's me, Margaret.
It's me. Let me in. You know God got a BBL. You just
Think
know
so?
it. 100%. It claps when they walk, probably.
Makes sense. High and Couch 5 might be the move till then. There you go. You found a way to win. Train. There it is. Yeah, see, it's not you. It's me.
Was that at your bottom? that was a reference to a joke from before the podcast. Yeah.
Train.
He's doing that thing that podcast people hate when they reference before the podcast.
Yeah, who would reference before in the before times, you know?
No, my jokes are like as if I'm a goldfish.
What's it like?
Pretty nice, very simple.
Yeah.
I don't think about politics that much.
Well, that does sound pretty nice, honestly.
It does sound like it could add some extra years to your life. Who the hell is Tory and why are they running the government?
I think I got that joke.
I got that joke. It was just,
You're Tory, I'm Tory, who's flying the plane?
If you're here, and I'm here, then who's the sheriff?
Wouldn't be surprising if there were another rising, says the man from the Daily Mail.
Boy, am I glad he's in there and we're out here.
There we go. Yeah, thank you.
oh.
If
You know,
he's
it's
in
a bad
there
day
and we're
when-
out there, and then who's the sheriff? That's longer than that.
And I just remembered we were in there.
Yes, you know it's a bad day when the Americans are glad they're not you.
That is, you know, must be a wild feeling, and not like it's like, wow, that my American friends were like, man, pretty cool. We're not here right now, and you're like, but what about all the stuff you got going on? And we're like, yeah, we know. we're cutely aware. You know.
At least, like, you know, as horrible as it is, at least, like, your politician is, like, cartoonishly evil, which kind of, you know, is, like I say, it must be horrible actually living there, but at least from the outside perspective, it has, like, an air of, I don't know, sort of dystopian humor about it.
It's
whereas ours are just, like...
It's a way of life.
Yeah.
It's a lot less cartoonish when you're here. I'll say
I'm
that.
sure it is.
Speaking of cartoonish, hi Glenn, thank you for the raid. How you doing? What's up, Glenn? What were you playing? You were playing some Dragon Age Inquisition. Welcome on in, Glenn. I hope you are well. I hope you've been well. I hope your stream was well. How's your night been? How you doing? I hope you had a wonderful stream. Tell me about it. So, Blade, you're person number 2 who has asked for the question of the week. Does anime count as a cartoon? If you want to give me an anime, you must give me an anime and a classic like cartoon as well, meaning like a Western cartoon. You need an adult? All right. I'm going fishing. Let's see what I get. Shh. Okay, we're gonna reel it in. We're gonna reel it in. Let's see. Am I reeling it in? I think it's gonna be starting to get closer. Yeah, I think it's coming closer. I think that I'm reeling it in well. It's definitely getting closer. This is getting closer. Oh no, it's starting to get away. No, come back. All right, let me pull back in. Come on, get over here. Oh, I got him. Whew.
What the fuck was
fight.
that?
I was fighting the fish. It was a hard encounter, man. Like I just didn't get the fish first try. I was acting like you were a fish, and I was yippee, and I was reeling you in. So I was reeling you in channel by channel, and then at one point you started to get away, but so I had to reel you in again.
Tony.
Yeah.
This is why I love you.
I got it. I understood Tony was fishing.
Not.
Hey.
That happens sometimes when people understand me. Anyway.
You know how long it's been since I've added a game to my games finished on stream list? It's been so long.
Did you finish Dragon Age?
Yes.
Let's go.
God. That ending, dude. Oh, I want to get Veilguard so much, but I'm broke at the moment. And I don't think it's any longer on sale.
Oh.
Even if it was, I'm broke at the moment.
It's on sale. They have like a whole Dragon Age franchise sale going on right now.
Okay, but again, broke.
Yeah.
As SCK is aware, I am currently looking at moving, so... Like, at the moment, I'm broke.
Gotcha. For Western Cartoon, it was Battletech, the animated series. I gotta look that up. I don't think I know what that is. Battletech, the animated series.
I know technically I've already answered, but can I just talk about more cartoons that I would want to live in?
Your mic did the thing again where it sounds like you might be sitting on your microphone.
I assure you I'm not.
I know you're
sure?
not. No, you're sounding good now, by the way.
Also, I need to feed the cat, so I'll be right back.
Best of luck. Gianna said, hi, friendos. I think he probably said that to the Raiders. The Raiders.
Why did she say it Southern?
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. And
you went, hi, Raiders.
Hi, Raiders. That's because that's what Gianna sounds like.
All right.
My favorite thing is to pretend Gianna sounds like something that's wildly not her voice. Like sometimes when I tell Gianna she sounds like something, I pretend she sounds like the Swedish chef from the Muppets.
Did you? I have a Swedish friend, and she said that it's not called the Swedish Chef in Sweden because obviously that would be horrifically offensive. So in Sweden, it's the Norwegian Chef.
Oh, so there's a little bit of like, don't worry, guys, this is just the Norwegian Chef. So he's not like, you know, that ain't him. Yeah. She grew up her entire life believing it was a Norwegian chef. She only found out it was the Swedish chef because she came to England to uni. So yeah, she was talking to one of her friends about the Muppets and started talking about the Norwegian chef, and they were like, "I think you mean Swedish chef." And she's like, "Oh." She's like, "Is this a joke that I'm not on the inside in?" I think I don't think I'm on the inside for this joke. I think. You don't sound like that? Yeah, of course not. Yeah. I like to tell people that they sound like grown-ups from Peanuts cartoons. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well said. Honestly. That's what I want to sound like when I'm a grown-up. I know I'm old, but like... I'm not like a grown-up, you know? I don't have my life together. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm a really old child. Yeah, just like... But not in the way that Michael Jackson was an old child. Yeah, that's it. Okay. What do you mean by that?
What?
Gianna? Like, she's just not with you right now?
Yeah, I was gonna say that this is gonna be the most inappropriate way for her to say that her mum's died.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I'm gonna feel so bad if it turns out her mum's died.
It would be unfortunate. But this does give the energy more of kid at a party. I can't find my mum. Where's my mum? Yeah, this is giving kid in a supermarket can't find parental figure. She and her friends went to get shots and I can't find them. They didn't say anything about like getting like milk or anything beforehand, right?
She didn't step out to buy cigarettes. Like
Blades me like, yeah, it's kid at the supermarket style. Can't find me mum. And I didn't just British that. She typed mum. So like I think that's what she was going for. You know, as a
do you need me to British it?
Yeah, could you?
Hey, governor, I lost my mum, right?
Yeah, everyone knows that's how it sounds like.
I'm in a bit of Barney, yeah. I can't find my parents and what. Do you know what that means? If I say we're in a bit of a Barney.
No, honestly, no, I don't.
No.
Yeah. What
means we're in trouble.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do we get to know, or is this like secret knowledge that like we're not privy to?
You're in trouble. It's Barney Rubble.
Oh, like a Yabba Dabba Doo type of situation.
Yeah. Barney Rubble trouble. It's Cockney rhyme and slang. It is.
Cockney rhyme. It is.
Yeah. And so they could talk about stuff at the pub without all the coppers knowing, while they ate their pie and mash.
Genius.
Mm. And sorry, just I think I found out only like a couple of days ago is that you know the insult to call someone a Burke.
I've actually never heard of that before.
Have you not? Okay, it's like a really mild insult. It's just kind of like it's like kind of like idiot, but like a really mild thing. It's you Burke. But I actually found out the origin of that is it's Cockney rhyming slang from a Berkshire hunt.
Oh.
Which obviously is much ruder than what it is used for nowadays. That's a fun thing I learned.
That is fun.
I'm really interested in like where words come from and stuff. I think.
Yeah, like the etymology of like.
Yes, that's the word. Ironically, I couldn't remember.
And Blade said, "I literally cannot be alone in this room because anxiety kicked W, so I can relate to the kid at a supermarket bit." So here's what we'll do, Blade. You know, you and I will go to the supermarket. And we're gonna put like one of those flags on you, so like I know where. Or do you want the flag on me? I'll put the flag on me, maybe. You know, and we'll keep that rocking. Hello, I am Tony Berry from Brazil. I don't speak English very much, but I try my best. Hello, chat. Hello, Tony Berry from Brazil. I'm also Tony.
Fala em português. Hell yeah, let's go.
I hope you're doing well.
I don't really know much about Brazil, other than that they play lots of football. They may call it soccer though.
Tudo bene. I know 5 words of Portuguese. I'm sorry, my friend. You don't know Spanish, do you?
Just
One of them.
All good, parceiro. Parce.
One of Lyra's teachers at her preschool has started teaching her Spanish. She thinks it's like a good thing to do to keep kids active when they're having like when they're getting changed when they've had like an accident. Is so to keep their brain active. She's been teaching them how to count to 10 in Spanish. But it did mean that Lyra once came home and was like, "So how do I speak? Can you teach me to speak Spanish?" And me and Katie were like, "No."
Why not?
Because CK doesn't know Spanish.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you both learn at the same time.
I did think about that. I was tempted to get like a Duolingo or something. If anyone knows like a good thing for learning languages, and then I could try and learn some Spanish.
Rainbow unicorn. I see a rainbow unicorn.
Right? Isn't she cute?
Yes. I mean, there is also which one is the owl? Is that Duolingo?
That's Duolingo. Como
Yeah, just get the owl.
You were good. I am. I'm good.
How does ta mean then? Is ta good? Because obviously, como would say is how you, right? So it's ta good? Was good? This is a language learning Twitch stream now.
It is.
Which is cool.
Okay.
Es que ahora mismo, compañero,
Yeah, I'm down with that. I like
aprendiendo
that
un
stuff.
poco de español.
I know all the bad words. I worked a lot of years of construction, so
Hell yeah, of course. A la verga.
I know
Hell yeah,
all
let's
the
go.
bad words. I also know muy rápido tortuga. We need more mezcla, more clavos.
Clavos nails? That's crazy.
What I
Yeah.
really like
That's
is
crazy.
Construction.
That makes sense. That's crazy then. That's so funny.
what I really like is that there's a really serious like German insult, which is Kartoffelkopf, which means potato head.
That's hilarious.
But
There's,
apparently in
no
Germany it's
German.
like a really what?
Why do you know German?
Because I had to do German at school.
Oh, that checks out. You know what the funny thing is? It's a requirement to graduate to take at least one foreign language. I never took a foreign language class. Somebody explain that to me.
You didn't graduate.
Yeah, I think.
No, I did. I have a
are
high
you
school diploma.
are you sure about the graduation thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Look how positive
what
for
I'm,
you.
It was
what I'm
2
hearing
years
is
for us in
that
Jersey.
I'm hearing that Glen didn't graduate.
My mom still has the cap and gown. I can guarantee you I graduated. I can absolutely guarantee you I graduated. All right, now to play modded Digimon.
You guys can't hear the people screaming outside my apartment, can you?
No.
Okay, just
No.
making sure.
I just assumed
What are you
those were
doing to the
voices
people
in my
outside
head.
your apartment?
I recognize their accent. They're definitely from Puerto Rico, so it's they. God bless whoever's getting on the other end of that.
I just assumed it was the voices in my head.
Yeah, it's my voice in your head. Wake up! I've been trying to get to you for 10 years. Wake up! Wake up!
Yeah, it checks out.
Wake up!
Is Trump still president?
Unfortunately,
Fuck!
put me
I
back
thought
in.
I thought I slept through it. Damn it!
No.
I'm sorry, Tony. I had
Freeze
to.
me again.
Oh no, I'm letting you know you didn't sleep through it. It wasn't a you can't talk about that. It was a no. You try sleeping for longer. Maybe would be the
Yeah.
would
Put
be
it back
the-
in.
the play.
The problem
me
was
back
he came
in.
back.
Coach.
Coach, put me in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not our fault. You all voted for him.
I didn't.
I didn't. I didn't. Like hell, I did.
You know, it's like, what do you mean by you voted? As a country, unfortunately. But as individuals, no.
You know what FAFO is, right?
No.
What?
FAFO. Fuck around, find out. We have entered the find out stage of his presidency, and it's not going good for anybody.
I don't like finding out.
Yeah, the finding
Neither
out
do
part's
I.
not as fun.
But all I can do is sit back and laugh because I'm like, haha, y'all are fucked. Because there ain't nothing I can do about it at this point, so might as well just enjoy the ride.
How are you enjoying
This
it? Is it going well?
is the ride.
Not really.
No, the best that we can do is make sure our immediate communities are okay.
That's true.
Ooh.
We got the F-47. I mean, one thing did. What is the F-47? I don't think I know what that is. 47? 47? Is this a plane? A tank? Is it a tank? It's gonna be a tank, isn't it?
Is it a plane, train, or automobile?
Which category?
All of it.
I don't know if I have
Every
that on
category.
I don't have the. It's our new plane. Okay. To replace the
Our
F-22.
new plane.
Do you get to ride it?
Oh, we have new technology to kill children overseas now? That's crazy. That's so interesting.
Hey, I thought Chance wasn't on this one.
Yeah, it's weird. The chance isn't here, and we're still here, huh?
Apparently.
Oh, killed a balloon on Free Balloon Day. Don't you hate when you commit crimes on Free Balloon Day?
Yeah, a little bit.
You watch these two jolly friends like get released from prison, but you over here for theft of not balloon items and ask, "Can I get out too?" And they're like, "No, you stole the Declaration of Independence. Get back in there, you Nick Cage motherfucker!" And they kick
Listen,
the
there was a
door.
reason.
Can I just wait?
Yeah.
You make out that you're living in this horrible dystopian world, right? But you get free balloon day.
I wish it wasn't a SpongeBob reference and we actually got Free Balloon Day.
Oh,
Wait, is it just a SpongeBob reference? That's
Yes.
disappointing.
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know that. I don't. I have not watched SpongeBob.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Here I was thinking that there was actually some joy and whimsy still
God,
left in the
no.
world.
Joy! What is this word you speak of? During out this National Balloon Ascension Day. Blade, why don't you know that? Is that just a day where people release balloons into the sky or something? Is that what that means?
Possibly.
No, I think it's when like balloons go to heaven, like they ascend to a higher plane. Like,
I don't think that's how balloons work.
You know, though, when I
don't
was
think
a
it's how you
kid,
work.
You assume I work. That's the funny thing.
when I was a child,
Yeah.
it was like a cute thing, I guess, to tell us that like if you write a message on a balloon and like release it into the sky, whoever like you'd write their name and like a heart or something, and it would get to them. I don't know if anyone else ever dealt with that, or that was just a cute thing my parents came up with.
It sounds like your parents loved you.
Yeah, I hope so.
What's that?
Mine
What's
did.
that like?
Functional family
Mine
having
do.
ass.
Getting bullied for like a cute thing my parents said. Cut, you nerd. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, your parents loved you and you didn't get in trouble at school.
You know, these might both be related because I was petrified of not, of getting out of line. So.
Meanwhile, I was petrified of disappointing them. It wasn't even a matter of getting in trouble. I just didn't want to disappoint them.
Well, these things are
Well, that was
related.
the easy
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah, I just got used to being a disappointment. I just assume everyone's disappointed in me.
Well, you see, all I had to do was not be a druggie or an alcoholic and graduate high school, and I was
That's-
already doing
okay,
better than
that's-
most of my family.
Well, you definitely, I think, did the first half. We're still not sold on you graduating high school part, like the conversation we had before.
That's
Fuck
awful.
all
That's
you.
evil. That is evil, dog. You did them that dirty for free. At least
Probably.
clean them up.
I forgot,
Listen.
Blade, that I think, Blade, you were homeschooled, right? So
Next
yeah,
time I go to my
So it's
mom's
different.
house, I'll get my damn diploma and send you.
yeah,
a
send
picture
it
of
to me. Yeah, send it to me.
I will do so.
How far
Don't-
can I go in this bit of?
Yeah, God, Tony,
We
I
can make
can't-
this go
so
for a while.
I mean,
It's thank you,
Tony,
Daddy, for the
Tony,
hydrate.
I just can't believe that you didn't buy him dinner first before you just bugged him on your stream like that. In
Dude,
front of
right?
everybody, like.
Not only did I give you the privilege of being raided by me, I even hopped in voice chat
That's
just
true,
to be
yeah.
bullied.
Th-
No,
that
I'm a
wasn't
bad-
a romantic
I'm a
fucking
bad
That
person.
was a one and
Yeah.
done, like, toss the side.
No, yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
I think,
romance
That's
there.
I think I'm
That
willing
was
to hop on the Tony's a bad person train. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like he dropped the soap, so I might as well sort of.
Jesus.
Didn't even drop the soap. I don't use soap.
Okay, that's
doesn't
that's
even-
an
I know.
that's an entirely different problem.
Oh god.
I think
This is why we can't have nice things.
can I, we don't have to get into this, but I'm like, why don't you use soap? Is what I want to know.
I use shampoo for everything. I'm a very hairy boy.
Oh, interesting.
I have a very real question for all of those boys.
Wait,
here. Like,
I'm,
what
I'm,
do you
I'm
use to
joking. I
wash
do
your
use
body?
soap.
Okay, I was gonna say like I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit because I'm like I don't want to be a bad person again.
Oh my god. Oh my
Shampoo is
God.
soap, right? Shampoo is soap.
I actually do use soap.
Okay.
I'm not committing that much to that bit. I'm not gonna have everybody thinking I'm stinky.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Tony a bad man.
Tony Batman. I was so confused. Yeah, Batty, I was too. I'm like, is it like normal to not use soap? Like, am I the weird one?
Yes,
it
you're
me?
definitely the weird one, but not for
Am
that.
I? Oh, true. That's a
I
good
just get
point.
the fucking Olay body wash, whatever smells very nice. I don't think that's
When
good.
you're talking about soap or
loofah.
shampoo?
I'm talking
Oh,
about
no,
when
don't
you
use
wash
a
your
loofah.
body.
Please
I
don't
use-
no,
I
they're
use
so
soap.
nasty.
No, dude, you gotta fucking exfoliate this dead skin off your fucking body. You washing it with your hand ain't doing shit. You gotta
No,
get in
you get
there.
an African sponge net or a damn washcloth.
Whatever, an abrasive thing. Yeah, exactly. Okay, washcloths are like fucking like that's the mold fucking carrier though. That's
No,
disgusting.
you
That's
don't
crazy.
use the same damn washcloth.
No,
you
oh
wash-
my god, it's crazy.
I use
Well,
the
you have,
same
like,
damn
go
washcloth that I use
you
with
go
my
get, like-
dishes.
You go get like a pack of 20 and you use a different one each day.
A cloth? I don't. This feels crazy, bro. I love my nice little loofah. That's
You
supposed
realize
to
how much
wash my
bacteria
body.
those loofahs hold?
like. Same
No.
with your fucking rags, bro. I swear to God.
No, do you not wash your laundry? Sir.
Bro, I wash my fucking loofah. That's totally fucking. You wring it out. And you're supposed to dip it in fucking ethanol, bro. I'm not a fucking gross person.
When I
but,
say
like,
Batty,
a
it
rag
says
opposed to
Daddy.
African
This easy.
sponge
That's
net
for
very
like
funny.
exfoliation purposes. That is crazy. That is
Hey,
as
Get an
Tony,
African
Tony.
sponge
Hi.
net then. It's the same thing,
Of
but
all the
it's...
things, I didn't expect
healthier.
this to be why
Okay, so
everyone got
do you-
angry.
Do you?
Yeah, me
do you-
neither.
Okay, how do you shampoo?
How did this
your hair?
start? It was soap, right? It was the soap
You just
conversation.
asked me how I shampoo my hair.
Yes, because there's fucking different ways to do it. Do you just use your
Oh, you
like
gotta be
fingers,
fucking
or
kidding me.
Oh,
or do you have a
no.
nice
This
little
person
fucking
does
little
not
thing?
know me, apparently.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Glen is bald.
So here's the
Bald.
thing, there
Oh,
is
that's
no
great.
hair.
Bald.
Oh, that's understandable.
Bald.
Wait, he uses
So if
shampoo
you-
on
if
everything
you're-
except
Yeah.
for
Wait a
his
second.
head.
Yeah, that'd be
You have to-
that'd be wild. Wait a
Shut
second.
the
I
fuck
didn't.
up.
I
Hold
didn't
up,
think
hold
about
up.
like the fact that you were bald when you said you use shampoo for everything.
Do you have to moisturize your head in any way, shape, or form?
No,
Is that?
no,
I'm
I
being
don't.
completely genuinely, or is this like if there's still oils from the scalp and shit like that? Take care of that.
I mean, there probably is, but I'm too lazy to do so.
Okay, are interesting, fascinating.
I
So I
honestly
honestly I
have
could wash
pretty
you
healthy
like
skin.
Dawn. I could just dump you in some Dawn like a fucking oil-covered duck, and you'd be
Oh my
fine.
god.
You're saying an oil covered. You think?
Okay, here's
Did you
the
just
thing, though.
compare Glen to
I
an
do
oil
wash my
covered
scalp,
duck?
just not
This
with
is
soap
wild.
because it's my body. So I use soap for my head because there's no hair
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so-
you
I still wash my scalp. I never said I don't do that. I just don't use shampoo because there's no point in using shampoo if there's no hair up there.
That's crazy. My condolences.
He only uses shampoos for his. Never mind.
That's a good question. Do you shampoo like other hairy parts of your body,
No,
or is it? All
I just
like,
use.
wash-
I literally just use soap.
Got you.
Though I do have something that I use for my beard.
Oh,
But
cool.
that's like not technically shampoo. That's like a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Like specifically
Beard oil.
for your beard.
Beard
You
oil.
use like beard oils and stuff.
Yeah.
Beard oils are made by like wringing out other people's beards.
I believe it.
I've sacrificed a beard You sacrifice other beards to make your beard stronger. That's how I know how to do things.
Bold of you to assume that I know how to swim.
You can't swim? I'm sure you can swim.
I
Like-
can stay afloat.
Can you doggy paddle?
I won't go anywhere, but I can stay afloat
I mean,
very
that's
widely. By
That's
which I
like-
mean I'm going to splash my arms frantically and hope to God I survive.
that's like close to swimming. Yeah.
That's like 60%.
It's a good portion of a swim.
Yeah, it's the majority by far.
Pretty sure in order to swim you have to actually move forward, not just like stay in place.
Stay in place.
And not
So
sink.
Not
so are you
operation
suggesting that
survive.
you float then and you don't
That's just, yeah.
Oh
it's
no,
either,
there's no
like,
floating.
or
There's just me
waiting.
flailing around wildly.
you flail?
But it's easier to swim in the ocean. Have you tried like being in the beach or something, or like only in pools?
Do I look like I want to get eaten by sharks? I am good.
Shark bait. Ooh.
So you look like you want to get eaten by sharks? What does that mean? Like, do you think you're tasty looking?
No, he's
No,
bald
I
as a
asked,
seal.
do
That's what
I
he meant.
look like I want to get eaten by sharks?
Very seal-like.
I am not going in the ocean. Does it look like I have fucking gills? Same way I don't get on planes. Do I look like I have freaking wings?
I don't.
If you had wings, you wouldn't need to get on a plane.
I unfortunately have been on planes and I don't like it. I will never like it.
I mean, I don't much like it either, but sometimes being on
It's
holiday
never
is nice.
pleasant. I like when they bring around the drinks though. That I like.
That free water.
Oh yeah, that free fucking airplane beer. That's like 50 cents. Hell yeah. Fuck me up.
Free.
Did you know that aeroplanes have got less healthy since they stopped people smoking on them?
That feels
I
like it
believe
doesn't
it.
make sense. But
It's because when people smoked on aeroplanes, they used to filter the air out of the plane and new air from the outside into the plane. Whereas now, because people aren't smoking, they don't do that. They just circulate the air, meaning the longer flight, the less oxygen is in the plane, which is why there are more cases of air rage and people passing out and getting migraines and stuff.
That checks out.
Science.
sounds weird.
Yeah, science.
Science is pretty cool.
It is cool. A little odd, but
Science rules.
Okay, nerd.
You shut your fucking mouth up.
wait a minute. Does
Yo.
Glen oil their head for hydrodynamics while swimming? Oh, yeah, you don't
That's
swim.
literally
that's
why the
you're-
whole subject of swimming
Yes,
came.
that's true. Yeah, that's caught up late on that one, huh? You know,
So, you know how like Glen is known as being the old man.
And probably forever will be.
You know that I'm older than Glen, right?
yeah, I thought that was the
Yeah.
truth.
Just because we were talking about me being old.
There's a lot of people older than me.
Yeah.
Bees
I
is
mean,
also
like-
older.
who is older?
Bees
Uh,
by a year, I believe. I got a question. Why is there a channel called Justin's Hole?
don't worry about it.
I feel like I need to worry about it.
That's where Justin lives.
Why is his hole living in the channel though? And which hole is it?
No, you see, he lives in the hole.
It's his hole.
I feel like there's a dirty joke there somewhere.
I feel like you're a dirty joke there somewhere.
Oh, I'm very much a Dirty joke.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
Interesting. What is that?
Oh, you guys can hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was you.
I,
You
I was
shut
playing
up.
with the, I was playing with the cork on my flask.
So I'm gonna have to go because it is like it's a tough one, and I finished all my side quests, and I'm not gonna finish the game now, and I should sleep.
What game are you playing?
Final Fantasy 16. I've just got the last mission to do.
I'll get around to getting that game eventually, maybe, probably,
Maybe.
possibly. When it's like $15. Metaphor
But yeah.
comes first.
So I'm gonna go sleep. But it's been lovely to talk to you all.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, CJ.
Always.
It's always lovely to get to talk to you. Get to hang out. You know?
Hang out.
Hang out.
So yeah. Have a good one. I hope none of you get hit by a bus tomorrow. And yeah, just have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your stream.
Thank you.
If you wake up at 3 in the morning and remember what horrible thing you were supposed to say, remember to message me. It'll be at my breakfast time, and it'll be interesting.
Thank you. I'll try to.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh no, he's gone.
Gone but not forgotten.
I miss him already.
Remember when CK was here?
Right? Such a good time.
It was a better time, I'd argue. It was the best of times, and it was the best of times. They would say. Colloquially. Once upon a time, there was a penguin. And the penguin went to the store to try to buy a fish.
Not a lemonade stand?
Oh, these are different guys. Yeah, no, I get the confusion. Yeah, no, it's very fair to think they're the same guy.
Okay, but did this penguin have a club of any sorts?
I think maybe it belongs to a club of two, potentially. I don't know if I don't know if it's the club you're thinking of,
I'm thinking of Club Penguin. I feel like if he doesn't belong to it, that's a real shame.
Yeah, maybe that's like a him problem, like
I feel like they would get a discount if they walked up to a lemonade stand.
what are they gonna ask for when they get there, though?
They'd be like, "Hey, you got any fruit?"
Oh, so you're saying in this world where let's live in this world for a second, right? And you're suggesting in this world, this penguin would walk up to a lemonade stand and ask for some fruit?
Yeah.
And we're sure this is the right kind of bird we're talking about,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
You definitely ask for fruit, not grapes.
And this, we're sure that this is a penguin? That's
Yes.
okay. And you would ask for fruit and not grapes, specifically. You would just
Yes.
ask for, like, generic fruit? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can get behind that.
Even it could even be like the little fruit cups.
Oh. You know, that'd be lovely, I think, right?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Be a lovely little fruit guy, you know?
And then a duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said, "Hey, you got any fruit?"
Bump, bump, bump. Got any valuables? Put them in the bag.
Did you see the finale for the duck song?
No, I didn't. But I have seen the
It
the
came out
live
last year.
action
You should go see
version
it.
of it that's very funny.
You should definitely go check out the finale for it.
When did it come out?
Like last year.
Oh. It's nice when they put a bow in things. It's like when they ended Llamas with Hats.
Yeah, the Duck Song 5. It's
There was
so
4
great.
of them before that?
Apparently.
Learn something new every day.
I still need to watch 2 through 4.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen any of the other ones. I'm gonna have to get back to you.
Why is
on
there
that.
a official plushie? What the hell?
Of the duck or the guy at the lemonade stand or the
the
lemonade
duck.
itself? Okay, yeah, no, that makes the most sense. There's not one of like the guy at the lemonade stand though. It's just a
All I'm
Just
saying
a-
is the
just
Duck
a duck.
Song official plushie. But
Okay.
sales are closed apparently, so that's a shame. This was 5 months ago.
sales are closed, huh?
Yeah.
That's
That's a shame.
Could have gotten ourselves a duck.
That was 15 years ago. Are you kidding me? The Duck Song came out 15 years ago.
Why did you tell me that?
Tony, we are fucking old.
I don't want to talk about it.
15 years ago, dude. That's almost half my life. That was literally almost half a lifetime ago.
How old are you, Glenn?
I just turned 34 in February.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm getting old.
So I am currently 29. So I haven't quite reached the mountaintops of making it to the 30s yet. I'll be there next year.
Don't worry. The back pain will accompany you.
Yeah, is it like so how does it get delivered? Is it kind of like a sledgehammer straight to your spine kind of deal, or like
One day you wake up and it just hurts. And then it never goes away.
Gotcha.
For me, it was like 25, though, not 30.
Okay.
That might have
This-
been self-inflicted from, construction.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit faster.
See, when you learn all the really bad Spanish words,
Oh yeah, we're
a lot of early
this way
back
again.
pain and other body aches come with all that, apparently.
okay. That makes sense.
Oh god, oh god, what is this timeline we're living in?
I wish I could tell you what get a nice ergonomic computer chair. It helps with the back pain. Nice.
I have one of those, and I broke the damn arm from leaning into it too much.
Damn, homie leaned too hard.
Yeah, so we just retracted it further down into the damn hole, and now it's just really wobbly. But
You
hey,
both
it works.
leaned with it and rocked with it.
leaned
I leaned with it, and it did not rock. It just went clunk, snap. I think I was actually on
Kaplooey.
Stream with Bees when it happened.
Aw. And as you know, bees is a collection of bees, so it's not like he can really stop you from falling. Like even if he wanted to, it's that type of deal, you know.
I'm scared.
Of what?
Scared.
tell me what you're afraid of.
The TSA agents.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
What if they find my coke?
How much you got?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Weather Boy is such a wild like thing. What do you like to know, Weather Boy? It's like,
Kid
oh,
sketchy. Back to you, Tom.
more at 11. Have you ever? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, no,
Yeah.
I haven't ever
Whoa.
before. It's kind of crazy to think
Gee
about.
willikers.
Gee willikers, mister.
That
Can
shit's so
you
funny.
believe people actually said that at one point? It's kind of crazy, right?
It's crazy that British people say spunk when they mean cum. I don't know how much I like that. Anyway.
Is
getting
that where
back
that like that comes from? Is them?
to- I don't know. I mean, they invented the language, so maybe, probably.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it is fair to like assume it's them. If only
Feeling quite
CK was
spunky
here,
today.
he probably would have known.
If only,
Just-
if only.
Shame we have these questions after CK leaves.
He will be missed.
It's true. CK was the bravest of brave. There will not be another like CK. Many
I think
will
our
try to stand where he
great-great-grandfathers
still-
fought. Yeah, so...
That is very interesting to think sometimes when like you're talking to someone. Is that like, this might be a weird thing to say, but I'm just saying anyway. Our relatives might have been at war at some point, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
like, wow,
crazy.
man.
Okay, I got
I
a
mean-
question actually.
Okay.
Right, bro.
And somehow I became like the main villain in Prez's stream yesterday for this. I buy the instant rice that you can either make in a pot or cook in the microwave.
Mhm.
How much am I getting judged right now for cooking in the microwave?
I can't fight the little bit of judgment I have for that. I have to be honest.
Yeah,
but
I'm
like
not
I
surprised.
don't because like,
It's
but
a type
in
of
fairness,
thing
cooking
where,
rice
like,
is really
can
annoying.
you make it on the stovetop? Because I think that's a very important part
or
of
do you have
this.
a rice cooker? Rice cooker is really nice. Rice
I
cooker's
don't
cheap.
think it would really work with that.
Oh, but I mean like, just, like
You'd have to buy
rice
different
cookers.
rice.
Because it's literally like the cheddar broccoli, like, the
Uncle
instant
Ben's type
stovetop
shit?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
mean,
think a
like-
rice cooker is an option. Could I
I
make it
do
on the
think-
stove? Yes. Would it take more time? By quite a bit.
I think rice is such an easy food to preserve. I don't think it's really that weird. I mean, if it was like chicken and shrimp that you were doing, it'd be like, yeah, that's a little bit weird. You could probably make that in enough quantities. to
Okay, because
suit
Opa
your taste.
already put dishonor on my family and dishonor on my cow for this, so.
It's true.
I do like fresh rice though, fresh white rice though.
Mind
It
you, he
is-
also
it is-
Asian and
that's
a
why-
sous chef.
Yeah, so I was gonna say different crowds, right? Like
Different strokes, different folks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, I was getting crucified last night for this. I'm not even joking.
I
Like,
don't know.
Straight crucified.
I don't think I'd ever admit that, but you're brave.
Yeah, like I've had instant rice before, but like it's definitely not the superior rice. It's definitely worse.
If we haven't learned, Glenn just has no fucks to give. At this point, then I don't know what
That's
to tell
okay.
y'all.
Yeah, because like I wouldn't judge someone for buying it because is there better ways to have your rice? Yeah, but sometimes it's.
Oh
just
no, the
what
judgment
you-
is solely for cooking in the microwave.
No, I mean like it. So that's just what instant rices are. You just make them. That's where you make them.
Right?
They have directions for it in the microwave. So would I ideally do that? No. Would I fight strongly against having to do it? Most likely, yes.
It's not that bad though.
No, it's
You have
fine.
to add a little bit of extra milk so it stays really creamy. Or not
That's
creamy,
fine.
but like so it doesn't get like dry. You have to add a little bit of extra milk.
No, you should be
Simple
crucified
fix.
for microwaving milk. I take it back. You should be crucified.
You see, I've never put milk in it before.
Yeah, call me
Well,
Pontius
it's
Pilate.
cheddar
I'm coming
broccoli
for your
rice.
ass.
It's not. You're not supposed to do it with every rice. Just specifically this one.
Interesting.
Like you're
I have to
supposed
think. I have to
add
think
milk
about
to
this.
it.
I wouldn't let you supervise my kids, but that's cool.
Mind you, just because it is how I would make food for myself does not mean that is how I would make food for others. I
of
just
course
have
not,
lower
of course
standards
not.
for myself.
I was gonna say, like,
That's
yeah,
like,
those
if
are
you're in
not
a-
comparable things.
If you're in a
Yeah.
long-term relationship, you know where you make your partner's dish very, very beautiful. You make your dish the second sloppy burnt pancake one.
Exactly. We
Duh.
just don't care.
Duh.
We just don't care. It's like
Yeah,
I
it's not-
I don't care. This doesn't bother me.
It's like I'm gonna eat the thing that looks weird, and I don't care.
I
And
will
it's probably
literally
gonna
eat
even taste
bacon
better is the greatest part.
at any consistency, like super,
Yeah,
like
bacon-
burnt
bacon-
or flaccid, whatever.
Bacon can be consumed at any temperature,
But people-
any.
Maybe they want it certain different ways, and if I fuck it up, I'm not happy either way.
Okay, I mean, yeah. Again, I was definitely talking about like for myself. I would eat it a certain way.
Yeah, no, I felt that. I agree with that. Choo choo.
Choo choo.
Wait, was that train not in my game?
Oh,
No, that was from my mic. I'm like within like 70 yards of a rail.
Oh, okay.
Steel City, baby, USA.
good
Well, at
morning,
least you ain't in,
USA.
Chicago.
True that. Wind sucks.
It really does. I guess honestly the worst part about Chicago is just it literally is the windy city. Outside of that,
I
though,
hate
bad.
wind. I hate wind. So
It's a
much.
it's a beautiful city though, to be honest.
Never been, but I probably would like it.
Yeah, I've never. I was thinking, I'm like, I know, I definitely haven't been to Chicago either, but I do want to go at some point. I mean, I feel like I should go to most major, like, cities at least once in
Gianna
my
should
life.
definitely visit Chicago soon.
So we
Yeah.
should just buy 50 scratch offs, and one of them should be a winner. We can all just go together.
I think, and
Hopefully.
the big thing too that you need to remember is if we buy 50 and they don't win, we'll just keep buying 50 anytime we get money.
And the odds just keep going in our favor.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone knows that the odds go up every time you
exactly.
do
And
Exactly.
then by
That's
the
how
time you're
probability
broke,
works.
you could have already bought a plane ticket.
that. Yeah, no, well, but we win. We're due.
I mean, you would get to meet me, so therefore that's a win right there.
That is a win. And
I do
I'm
like that you
confident
pointed
we
that out.
would. I'm confident that there's no fallacy to this whatsoever.
I mean, ask Prez. He will say it was not a loss. Maybe not a win, but it was not a loss.
It's such a crazy, like, it's such a funny, like, selling point of, like, listen, he won't, listen, he's not going to tell you that, like, it was, like, the thing to do, but he won't tell you that, it was a complete waste of time. And I'm like, I can respect that. Yeah. I respect
Anybody
that.
want to go fishing? Let's go fishing.
I'd love to
guys.
go fishing.
Let's go put on our funny little hats and vests and go fishing.
I would like to do that sometime. I think that sounds really nice.
A little bit of boating with your bros.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, just one of us has to get a boat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got a boat?
Shit. I sometimes watch those YouTube videos where people make boats out of like $500 shit from Home Depot, and I know that's like brain rot fucking material, but like I love it so much. I'm like, yeah, make that
used to,
fucking PVC boat, motherfucker.
Listen,
I used
it
to like
actually
to
works
watch,
pretty well.
like, it,
Very
like
good.
I forget what they were called, but it was like a YouTube channel where they like lived on a boat and like they just traveled around the world
Yeah, I love
because
that
like
shit.
they could.
Love that shit. Cause well, yeah, exactly. You can. You can. All right, we gotta make this a boat stream.
Yeah. What's your favorite kind of boat? I don't know the names of boats, so you could say anything and I'll buy it.
A yacht.
Oh,
Yeah,
that actually is a type of boat that I know. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta take this back. I do know some things about boats. Apparently, I can tell you when one's really big. Oh shit! That one's large, dude. Is this a boat of the large variety you've got here? And how many people can you fit on this thing? 2?
Nah, like
3?
20.
20?
It's a big yacht.
It's pretty big yacht you got there.
Can't really fish off it though.
Do you put yacht rock on when you're on the
Yacht rock.
What the hell is yacht rock?
You know exactly what that is.
No, I actually don't. What is that?
That's like Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, picture
That's
picture the
country
type of
rock.
music.
Yeah,
Paper,
these people think they're country.
Isn't that just
Yeah.
dad rock?
Kid Rock.
Kid
Kid
Rock.
Rock. That was
Kid-
Tabby. That was underappreciated.
That's really good. Kid Rock, or as he's also known as Pebble.
I'm gonna find where you live.
Am I
Please
the
do.
only one that does not like Kid Rock?
No, I don't like Kid Rock at all.
I don't like you.
No, I don't.
Like just
Like,
literally as a,
What gave us the
no, I mean like
You
generally
thought-
as a human being. I just don't like him.
No,
Of
yeah,
course not. He's like a-
I don't think
a
we
massive
anyone here likes him as a human being either.
Kid fascist maybe, but I don't know, chief. But yeah, the bass boats that I like are like $30-something thousand, and they're only really for like 2 or 3 people, and they're like flat, like platform.
Why you just go
vessels.
get a nice little John boat and take it out on the big ass lake?
Oh,
I hope you
I
don't
love
sink.
a John boat. I love a John boat. We used to steal our neighbor's John boat.
Like,
In Minecraft.
I don't know what a John boat is. I'm gonna be real with you.
It's like a very
Um,
simple aluminum boat, like you could carry with 2 people.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a very like
Yeah,
bayou type.
like you've
shit.
seen it in pretty much every movie ever, where there's been a prison escape.
Yeah.
As soon as you said it, I'm like, oh, yeah, I know what this is. But before then,
See, you know boats.
yeah, I know boats.
I know, but he knows.
I get boats.
He's a boat haver.
You know, I'm not a boat haver, but I'm a boat knower. You know, I'm aware of boats, which not everyone can say that they are aware that boats exist. I don't know if
So-
every person knows that boats exist. You know?
You can build your own boat on fucking. This is crazy. This is like the Mercedes website.
Wait, Mercedes makes boats.
They should.
I'm kind of surprised to hear that they don't make boats.
Mercedes boats.
Did you hear Toyota made a replica Pokemon motorcycle
Like
that
the
literally looks like the legendaries from Scarlet and Violet?
Really?
it's pretty cool.
Like, leave it to Toyota. They are like literally the one car company that still like panders to enthusiasts like me.
It sounds like they do. That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, I want the Tournament Fishing Edition package. Hell yeah.
Would you like a mimosa, Mr. Incredible? Yeah, I would. I think I will have a mimosa because I'm Mr. Incredible. Then you go like, whoa.
Ooh.
Hey, Mr. Incredible. How you doing?
Hey, who's Mr. Incredible?
Do you not know who Mr. Incredible is?
Like, are
I
we
got
talking
you.
about from The Incredibles?
Yep, just talking
What
about
is
him.
Mr. Incredible doing here, though?
I honestly think whatever he wants. I'm gonna be real. I think he's just kind of allowed to do his own thing, you know? What can't Mr. Incredible do? Is kind of what I want to know. Like, I think, like, he's only limited by your imagination.
Actually, I know something Mr. Incredible can't do.
What?
Scratch his own back. Have you seen how wide his damn shoulders are?
He does have wide shoulders. You know, that's a good point.
I think I added a little too much milk to this rice.
Yeah.
Crucifixion is tomorrow.
Yeah, when is it? I want to be there for you in your moment of need, you know?
Wait, what's tomorrow?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I need to know. So I can attend said event.
Google, make a calendar date for my crucifixion.
Oh, I definitely need to be there for that event.
Yeah, see, same energy. Yeah.
I'm gonna drive in one of the nails, just for a sense of solidarity.
Yeah, no, I am. Like, I know I would appreciate that. So.
True.
It's nice that you would.
So my homies can nail me one more time.
Kind of like what Tony did when I came in here.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I can't even say it. Nail your homies one more time.
Now I'm getting boat recommendations on YouTube. What the fuck?
This is the world you now live in.
I will be very happy in the boat world. I will take up residence there.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy Boat World. You know?
I crave boat. Crave water. Return to boat.
You know, it's like how we all return to crab.
True. Return the crab.
But just make sure you return to slab.
Return the slab.
Return the slab.
You're not perfect.
Return the slab. You know? Sometimes I feel like my brain's rotted out of my head.
Doesn't that require a brain typically?
No, you got a point. No, don't boom. He's got a point.
I'm about to say, doesn't Press currently have the singular brain cell y'all share?
That's where that fucking brain cell is.
Please, I need it.
I've been asking for it for weeks, and he keeps.
Press, it's my turn.
He keeps telling me, no, Tony, I don't know where the brain cell is, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, oh, of course.
Stream and be like, hey,
Yeah.
Tony needs the brain cell.
Just secure that bad boy for me if you could.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. My hands are cold, but I think this is a direct result of the window being open this entire time. Your hands ever get
He
cold?
just laughed. There was no response.
Expected. Is that how you feel, Keith?
I miss Anthony Bourdain.
I think you're out of luck, Tony.
It's
You're
okay.
gonna have to go fetch it yourself. I tried.
Thank you. Yeah, I miss
How was
Anthony
that?
Bourdain though too. Real talk.
Yeah. Real talk, real shit.
Yeah, I mean, definitely gone too soon.
He could have done so much more cocaine if he was alive.
That is very true. You know, also the takeaway that I had that I was going to share in the class.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Why are you bullying me? I'm right.
Jesus hated him because he spoke the truth.
Dude, my hands are so cold. I need to get up and close that window.
Oh my God, poor circulation, having to ask what's wrong with you.
I think you got in the first half. It's the poor circulation having ass part.
I knew it. I knew it.
Was the issue all along.
Oh.
Sometimes I wish I was a fish. I want to go home so bad.
Imagine being a fish.
Sometimes I do.
I don't have to imagine you're quite the catch, Glenn.
Oh.
Sometimes. I mean, Tony sure thought so when I came in here at first.
Mhm. It's true. I you saw how like the struggle to get him in. Like I was really catching him.
Right.
You know.
I think there's a commandment against that.
Which one?
One of them, surely.
Against what?
Whatever you're doing.
How does he know?
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's something or another. I don't know.
Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's neighbor. You can't look at a neighbor and be like, man, I wish that was my neighbor. I can't believe my neighbor gets that. Because, like, you know, not just because your neighbor has a neighbor doesn't make them your neighbor. Like, there's their other side. Like, if they were really cool,
Mhm.
and you kind of wish you could tread out you're the neighbor for them.
Big if true, big if true.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that would be big if true.
So big if true. Where's Gianna currently stuck in?
Yeah, Gianna, if I knew, like, more about, like, where you were, and if it was, like, not, like, the world's craziest time to get there,
Rest in peace, rest in peace.
Rest in peace or rest in pieces.
Rest in Reese's Pieces.
I am alright with that.
I know, me too. I love those bitches.
Knows better than that though. The Reese's Pieces Big Cups.
These are good too. If you would like put them in the refrigerator, really good cold.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Ooey mama.
Zooey Mama. I love those books.
Yeah. It's pretty cool that you do.
So, Tony, how long do you think it is before you divulge into adult filmmaking?
You know, good question. There's no
It's on
such
the
thing as a
pipeline
bad
somewhere,
question.
right?
Yeah. I think there are a few things that would have to go wrong.
Wrong. Okay.
Yeah. I think I don't think it's choice one for me. It's like choice 17, I think.
Oh, it sounds up there at least.
Yeah. So wild.
Still holding out for the Tonly fans.
One day.
One day, surely.
All I know is we need more Digimon content in general.
Yes, I agree.
The hell is a Pokemon?
Imagine liking Pokemon. Ew.
I like Pokemon.
You Pokemon liker.
Pokemans.
My dad used to call him Pukemans.
Yeah.
He was an asshole.
That's
Yeah,
how that how does that make you
very
feel?
nice.
Like that doesn't
Yeah.
sound great to me. sometimes I breathe.
Is Munchlax and Snorlax related?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Is that canon?
Yeah. Now Munchlax evolves into Snorlax.
So why is that not a thing in Pokemon Unite? This is some bullshit.
That part I don't think I can answer for you. I don't know why it's not in Pokemon Unite. But they do.
Like, we literally have Eevee and multiple evolutions for it.
Yep.
But we can't get Munchlax into Snorlax? Really?
Yeah, apparently not.
Then again, we also don't have Pichu, so...
That's true. Speaking of things that we don't have, well, one thing we have is an ending to this podcast, which I think we're going to wrap up here. So if anyone in the chat can give us a pickle weasel and wickle peasel, we are legally allowed to end the podcast. If not, we're just here forever, I think. So
we need
I'm down for it.
we need you, Gianna.
yeah, Gianna might be partying.
So we're just stuck here forever.
Yeah.
Wait, why are they partying if they don't want to be there?
It's Janet's mom's party, so it's like an obligation kind of thing.
I hate those.
Since when?
Obligations.
So am I just a bad kid?
No, I mean, like, I would have left early, truthfully, but I probably would have gone if it was one of my parentals.
Parentals.
Not me just skipping family events because I don't like my family. Not fun being a liberal in a very far right-wing family, apparently.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Mm-hmm. I get it, too.
Thanksgivings are awful. That's why I stopped going to them.
My therapist convinced me to go to Christmas last year. I'm like, yeah, no, this is just not for me.
I
did everything she wanted me to do, and I'm like, yeah, no, I still just don't want to be around these people. There's a couple people here I like, but it's not worth being around all the people I don't like.
Yeah, I just avoid certain conversations around that time.
They bring it up, not me.
Yeah.
I know, they can't help themselves.
Yeah, I usually just disengage. Because there's just... certain people are set in their ways and are not going to change. But Gianna has set us free from our human shack, whatever. All right, thanks for hanging out. And we will catch you next time. Bye, everyone.
Guten Tag.